Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Don't let that go over your head. Shout out to you. I don't know what's going on with the live this morning. I see a whole lot of people in here, but on my screen it's saying only one person is here. So I can't see Uno until I pull up my other screen, which I just did. And I see Black Eagle first one in. Great goodies, Unstoppable Josh, Mr. Arthur Don, Mr. Bram Bram, Millicent Townsend, Audrey Wright. Big up yourself, Audrey. Thanks for being here, BM. Missy Bram Bram says, Audrey, please hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live. Dorothy T, Reggae Girl is in the building as well. All right, feel a little better now. Now that I see y'all in here, I feel a little better now. Here we are on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Today is Wednesday. We normally call Wednesday Hump Day. Happy Hump Day, everybody. We'll get over the hump. I'm tired. I'm super tired. I almost did not do a live this morning. It was like by the skin of my teeth, because I've been up since real early, working, and I just thought I'll just take the day to go get some sleep or something, but I couldn't do it. So here we are. So here we are. How are you?
Here.
You want to tell the world that?
No, here.
Something not to do that then, no. Bill,
Yes.
I love you.
Goodbye.
All right, so here we are. Munchie, you going to school, mommy? You ready? Not yet. You got like 5 minutes. I look for my lotto ticket there. I pray so God can make me win one day. I have stacks of lotto tickets that I haven't even checked yet. I'm not a gambling person, but a dollar and a dream. A dollar and a dream. My dollar and my dream stuck up like this. So I'm hoping to like win one day. I promise you, if I win the lotto one day, you would probably, I won't even say. Infamous crab vendor Alice is back at Alice is back at Crab Circle, y'all. Alice is back at Crab Circle. When I was in Jamaica last time, I said I was gonna go to Crab Circle, and boy, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Still, I don't know. I guess me sound more enthusiastic on camera than than in person. Alice is back. For those of you who don't know who Alice is the person who was doodling in the bucket and wiping her body, and she was caught. Another crab vendor. Not, I'm all over the place this morning. Okay, so somebody said, "Why do you keep repeating stuff when we already know those things? Just go ahead with the new information." And I was kind of offended, so I said, "You big dummy! Not everybody knows what you know." So I have to like bring people into the story. A lot of times I bring somebody into the story, like right now, if I say Alice is back. If somebody just found out about us yesterday or last week and they just start tuning in, they're lost. They're like, Alice is back. What is he talking about? Right? And when I talk about Alice is back, who named Alice? Alice in Wonderland. You understand? So there's a method to the madness, man. So if you know about it already, you know about it already. But allow other people to catch up to the story too. Alice is back. Alice is the woman who was doodling in the bucket at her crab stall at there's a crab circle in Jamaica where plenty of food enthusiasts have traveled to Jamaica and gone to this spot, big names, and they were eating from Alice crab pot, and they said it was the best one, and Alice was caught on camera doing in a bucket right at her stall, wiping her body and dropping the tissue she wiped her body with in a bucket behind her, even while somebody was in front of her at the stall. They just couldn't see like from her waist down or something like that because the person was videoing her from behind her stall. Nastiness, big nastiness. Yeah. And the place got shut down when the video went viral. You see? The place got shut down when the video went viral. So Alice, she got ran out of there. It was one big thing. People were saying it was because of jealousy. Alice was making all the money. We found it quite funny because she was actually the most talked about person there before the doodle situation. She was known as the person who had the best tasting crabs out there. And people used to say, we don't know what Alice do with the crab, or what she put in at the crab because our crab tastes good. So when they're telling people like, when you come to Jamaica, come to Crab Circle, make sure you find this lady right here. She was that person. See? So a lot of jealousy developed. And a lot of people started, boy, we out there all day I sell crab too and we can't make $1. Alice I make the whole of the money. So somebody took it upon themselves to video Alice when Alice wasn't looking and caught Alice shitting in the bucket live. And the noodle seasoning. And the noodle seasoning. Jesus, Father God, live it deep. Is the noodle seasoning. But you can imagine though, she looked like, it made her look like she was the nastiest person. In Alice's defense, right? What she got caught doing changed a lot of things. Because now when you go out there, there's actually a bathroom settings out there where people can go and and the people who work there, the vendors, they now have a place to go. It's funny that nobody questioned this before. Over the years, celebrities go there all the time. A bunch of other regular people go there all the time. Missy party done a road like street parties, and over there so everybody gone, right? Soup and crab or wherever them get from over there, and they're videoing and blogging and filming all the time. And all these years, I didn't know that there was no bathroom out there, and nobody ever stopped to ask all these years. So wait then, when the vendor them out here want go pee pee and doodle, where do they go? Nobody never asked that before, until Alice got caught doodling in the bucket. When Alice got caught doodling in the bucket now, another vendor who did not want their face shown said, them, when them do the video and them blur out the face, the vendor said, well, to tell you the truth, I know she alone do it, I just she alone get catch. And the whole I will do it still, cause me live close to you so still, but me not live that close. So me there in the daytime and my belly take me. Me not run go on my yard figure use toilet to come back up here so conserve crab. We just go around there so go do it. You see it. So I know she alone do it. And when he said that, it was a man. And when he said that, I was like, yeah. The whole outer crab circle doodle from long time. So yeah, Alice had the seasoning, the special. So I wonder if her crabs taste the same. I wonder if. I saw Queenie out there with her. Queenie go out there gonna give her a strength. I don't want to be no disrespect to Queenie still, but when I seen Queenie out there, I said, when I saw Queenie out there, I said, I could have take a promotion from somebody else. you know, not saying that Queenie is dirty or anything, just the way how she is. But hey, she have her entertainment side and then she has her human side. Come, mommy, come show off your outfit. Come, outfit, check your little pretty self, and get up out of here.
Why is it a monkey?
Because you two gave me a monkey. I think they're trying to be funny. They gave me a monkey.
Why did you put that?
That's us over there. Look, Twixie28 says, good morning, fam. Morning, Twixie. Thank you for being here. Hold on there. I got Milani with me right now. Milani is going to do her little outfit check and go off to school, and we're going to get into what we come to talk about. All right? See Munchie, yeah? Come, Munchie, mommy. Come, Munchie, mommy. Come, Munchie, mommy. Stand up on daddy. What we rocking today? Sweats. These are girly sweats with side pockets and drawstring in the front. And what you got on? Show your sneakers. Let me see your sneakers.
My sneaker.
Yeah, you out the frame. You gotta come back this way. No, pull your foot back into yourself. You're too long. She got her sneakers on. All right, and the girly top, right? The girly top. It's very girly. It's very pretty, and it's warm outside. It's not warm. It's hot outside. All right. Where we live, everybody know that we live in Florida. We have barely have a winter, and it's like almost Jamaica weather all year round, pretty much here for us. So same kind of atmosphere. So to the people in cold places that might see her going out like this when you're freezing, is because we're hot here. We're already at beach weather, right, mommy? It's pretty hot. We could go swimming. We've been going to the beach too, right?
But I want to go in the pool.
You want to go in the pool? You don't want to go to the beach this weekend? Pool or beach? Pool? Beach? Pool?
Because Nico said, when is it going to be pool then?
Okay, so you've been to the beach too much.
Yes.
Okay. All right then. So over here, you got to tell the people have a good day and bye-bye, and you'll see them later. Why are you looking at that one? Look over here at this one right here.
Have a good day.
All right, and you'll see them later, okay? All right. Come give me some love up.
Are you going to pick me up?
Yes, Daddy's gonna pick you up because Mommy not gonna be there.
Why?
She's going to her thing. She gotta go take her eggs out.
Does she gonna?
But it's gonna be too late, so I gotta get you today. Right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
You
You know that.
You know, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They hickey pan neck on these things.
Babe, shorts out.
Use my hat. Use the hat then.
Oh.
The tree hat over there, so.
Mm-hmm.
Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Here we are. Drive careful here. I saw. RR123 said, good morning, Shakira. Have a good day, sis. Shakira, you can go a parliament with your hickey. I don't know how it reach for our neck, you know. But then I love her up last night and I reach around one part to see one big hickey. She tell me say me put it there. I don't remember putting that there, but okay. We're gonna work with it. Alright? We're gonna work with it. Anyhow. Audrey says, what are those thoughts? Listen up. Yes, so Alice get a little promotion from Queenie. Yeah. I don't want to be disrespectful. Queenie never do me nothing yet. You know, the first time I saw Queenie, I was like, God, she's disgusting. I was. She cussed me out, not true? She got fuck out your one. Yeah, them cussed me out because I don't know, somebody was showing me, I saw the video and it was in the UK, and the first time I saw Queenie, she was shoplifting. Right? And you know me already. I was like, damn, you couldn't bring like your better self go to England. You know, it's too many of them kind of people that they are England kind of make we have that flag, yeah, us have a bad name. So that's how I was looking at Queenie. And I guess it get back to her and I get a proper cussing, you know. Somebody kind of ease off her still. Call a spade, right? She was running out of the store with the people them stuff, and the security guard was trying to hold her in the store And she was like, let go of me, let go of me, Muhammad clan. And you're not thinking that clan. Pussy clan, this. I said, no, they're going to deport her back to Jamaica. But I didn't know like how they do stuff in the UK, and if she's still there in the UK, she still have her paper, she's still good there. She and apparently they said she's been doing that for years. Everybody have to start somewhere. Some people start thief and broke shop and them end up a good person somewhere down the line. I wasn't meaning to be judgmental, but I was just calling it how I saw it. Anyway, Queenie was the one who went out and gave uh Alice a strength. I must say this about Queenie though. Uh, she's very human. She's very human. And over time, me not gonna say me get to like her, but I don't have nothing against her. I probably even got to like her over time. Me kind of like people who are genuinely real, like to the point where they are super unfiltered. Because those kind of people are like the people who won't lie to you about anything. Them not have nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? They don't prim and prop up themselves and try to be something they're not. And 'cause there are too many people like that out there already. Prim and prop up yourself, try to be something you're not all the time. Nobody knows the true you, and behind closed doors you have your two longhorn them just come out so and you're like a devil, right? I like people who are like themselves 24/7. It's kind of hard to be yourself 24/7. And over the years, Queenie has gotten like, I don't know if me would I say, I definitely wouldn't tell my son. You see how we start talking about Alice end up talk about Queenie? Walk with me. I definitely wouldn't tell any of my sons to be with a woman like Queenie. But at the same time, she's human and she's herself. And I think I take a liking to her over the years. After all that. Yeah, that true. Millicent Townsend, yeah, me no have nothing bad to say about her. I have some respect for her now. I was passing judgment, but I was just seeing what I saw. But and still, I still wouldn't tell any other woman to be like Queenie because it's not the way to be. Queenie is so like my grandmother would have said. Granny would have used one word. Grandma used to say uncouth. Grandma used to say she is so uncouth. Queenie is so uncouth, but in my words, Queenie is like live, raw, and uncut. And there's something about me that love people that are like that. Live, raw, and uncut. So when you come around me, I don't want you to be somebody else. I want you to be yourself when you come around me. And me, I don't like having to be a second and third and fourth person when I go around other people. If you're that kind of person and I know say I have to go fix up myself and act different when I come around you, I would probably never visit you. I mean, not care, close family member or anything. If me come at your yard and I can't be myself, I'm probably never gonna visit you. You know what I mean? Me love my family member. Them were real to the bone. Speaking of real to the bone, that's how Shakira family is. That's why I take so dear to them. My family is like very judgmental. They're like, sorry family, but me I chat about to them. Them very judgmental. They're like, Jesus Christ, son, I want to smoke. I want to smoke. God, it stink. Oh God, no, don't bring that here no more. Couldn't you please tell them don't come back here? Don't bring him come back here. That's how my family is now. Shakira family, they different. Them have everybody just mixing from the Bible thumpers and the holier than thou art to the ragamuffin them and all those in between. Them just mixing right there, so everybody just good. You know what I mean? If you have a bonnet, whatever it is, cigarette, ganja, whatever, you just have your little manners and you know say, all right, mama over here, so she not like them something there. Take yourself go over there so and these kind of things. And she not judge you still, even if she can't see you over there, so I do it. She give you your space. She ain't coming over there. She will talk to everybody else over here till you're done. And me just love them kind of thing. I love the realness about people. Now back to Alice. This is Alice and Queenie right here. See? So Queenie went and give her a strength. And there's a video that's going around of Queenie. Shout out to Yard Hype. Queenie them out there with her. Alice is on the throne once more. Maybe I shouldn't say she's on the throne once more. Make her feel like somebody to the true. The Queenie there be herself. Auntie Alice, them a call her Auntie Alice. They were actually on TikTok. They actually went live on TikTok. Cause me see Queen, me see the something them with them throw up on TikTok like appearing all over the screen and stuff. So they gonna go live with Alice. Birds of a feather. Yo, Crystal G said birds of a feather flock together. Crystal G, what you try to say? The whole of them shit up. Crystal G said birds of a feather. On the throne, Mr. Brown Brown, we probably should let's say on the throne. She was sitting on the chair. I said she's on the throne once again. Alice, I'm nasty, real sorry, not sorry. So no consequence. We're gonna get into the details of that. Yes, she had consequences. First of all, as you can see, she wasn't out there for a while. Me not lie, Alice looked like she'll lose a lot of weight and them kind of something there. You know, when your livelihood is taken away. Me don't know people. I'm a very sympathetic kind of person. You know, and I know although it was something that was kind of detrimental to the people them health, you know, nobody never did from out there. I hate to say it like that, but nobody never did from out there. She was known to be the person who had the best tasting crabs out there. Imagine if we had never caught her doing that. We would still be saying she have the best. Yo, go check one lady when you go to crab circle, you know, you're gonna see whole heap of vendors out there. Look for the lady when named Alice Majid. Me, I tell you, a PR thing sell. Yeah, PR thing sell off because she don't know what she put in it, but her seasoning's different. You see me? That's how we used to talk about her. So until we catch her shit in the bucket. You know what I mean? I'm sympathetic to people, man. Like you're human. You know, you do things where you shouldn't do sometimes. You make, although some things are gross, you make mistakes sometimes. You fall sometimes. But just not like kick people when they're down or drag them when they're down. I mean, know how Jamaica state, you know. When you can't pay your bills, them and bills are pile up and you don't have no income or your stream of income disappear. You know, you could find yourself in a detrimental situation, man. So yeah, Lulu Ridges, she look like she fret till she maga down. For real. RR123 says there's no coming back for me. Crystal G said, I want to know if she can't find anything else to do. Stop repeating it because I sound like she put the shit in on the seasoning for real. Foxy G said, Foxy G said, stop repeating because it sound like she put the shit in on the seasoning for real. But I honestly want to know how the people them think our crab them taste now. Because if she back out there and they're saying it tastes, she still have the best crabs out there, then obviously there's some kind of seasoning she work with when nobody else can figure out fair little thing. You know, if you're selling the same thing standing next to everybody else that's selling the same things, you have to go tweak your thing a little bit so your thing have a little oomph and a little kick to it that theirs don't have. Otherwise, you might be just like them, stand up out there all day and barely make a one sale, right? Sadly, Alice said they all out there. After all, there was no working bathroom and it makes you wonder. It's her grandmother's recipe, our granny recipe, and she's not giving it up. But here what? Mel, that is the honest part. The honest part is not she alone was doing it. You know what I mean? And she alone get catch. And the video was disgusting. Two videos it was. The two videos were disgusting. And she alone get catch though, but it wasn't she alone that was doing it. So we have to assume that everybody else that was out there for them crab this shit up too. So she's back now. She has learned her lesson. She was away from it for a while. Here's how it goes. Alice is back. Shout out to Jamaica star. Crab vendor returns to crab circle. Infamous crab and soup vendor Alice Waugh is back at crab circle. Also, them have soup and them something they out there too. And controversy has returned with her. Because as soon as she come back, everybody start talk again. I wonder if she still has shit in the bucket back of the crab. I wonder if any of the shit reach in the crab. Why? I don't know if me fit eat from her or not, you know. You go on, your stomach strong, me can't do it. That these kind of things. So once banned, blasted online, and slapped with a $250,000 fine after pleading guilty to breaching the Public Health Act. For the person who just said earlier, so there was no consequences. She was once banned from there. Health minister said she was never to return there. And I said, damn, that means there is no coming back from her mistake. I mean, it would be better if y'all sent her to school, taught her food safety, make she go through the program, and then certify her if after she demonstrate a competency level, and then ban her for a little while, yes, but eventually return her. Well, it looked like that's what they did. So she was banned after she was blasted online, slapped with $250,000 fine. She did plead guilty in court, and she lost her stall. And the vendor has quietly reclaimed her stall at the popular crab spot located at Hero Circle in Kingston. Her appearance, however, has reignited tensions as some vendors fear that her presence could scare away customers. She'll mash up the place because once the people them see her bleach out face, nobody no want buy nothing. Is what is what is what one angry vendor said. The man says she'll mash up I don't know if it's a man or a woman say it. This is exactly as it's printed. She'll mash up the place because once the people them see her bleach out face, nobody no want buy nothing. One angry vendor said. Once a popular vendor at Crab Circle, she fell from grace after she was seen in a viral video in an unsanitary act, shitting in a bucket, of course, while handling food in October of 2023. The footage triggered widespread public outrage, and the number of persons who normally flocked that street side eatery for boiled crabs and soup and roast corn, the numbers dwindled dramatically. So not even them said they said not even half of the people them that used to come there don't come there anymore. So if you used to have 1,000 people that used to come there, then less than 500 come there now. That's serious. So the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, or KSAMC, along with the Public Health Department, they effected a temporary shutdown of the facility, which I applaud them for, even though it was late, but it wasn't too little too late because it's beneficial, you know. So they shut down the place for a minute. The place got a proper cleaning, and they also went under construction, and they put a facility there now where people can go use the bathroom in privacy, and a facility where you can wash your hands and stuff, both for vendors and for customers as well. They also trained the vendors them there in food handling and food sanitation, and they sanitized the entire area and kind of rebuilt it. She was barred from vending there, and she was subsequently arrested and charged. Mm. Now, after being away for an extended period, she quietly moved back into her stall. When they visited the popular food spot yesterday, it was clear the dust had not settled. One vendor exploded in anger as soon as the vendor spotted Alice. That woman you come in like crosses to backside, the woman said. She fumed after one of her longtime customers changed his mind about buying the food there when they saw Alice there. Jesus Christ, God have mercy. Wow. Wow. You're just about to make a sale, You're just about to make a sale, and the customer see Alice and say, "Wow, the woman is still there." No, sir. You know what? Me no bother want the soup, mama. Me no bother want the crab. And the lady ball out. The lady ball out and said, "Oh, why you coming like crosses to backside? What you do back round ya?" Mm. Oh God. Oh man. The lady said, at 3 years now, the man a buy from me. The man there. And the minute him see her, him say him not come back. Not even the one make the sale no more. Lose the sale and the man say him not coming back. I just when they me finally start sell off my things them, you know. You know how long it take me to reach at that point here after what she do, despite the brewing resentment, Alice remained at her stall and she remains unfazed. All who no want me there, I feel them business that. This is what she said. Definitely, I know them coming out. She said that defiantly. She said, "I know them come out here, come see me. I know them come out here, come see me," as in a question form. In other words, she's saying, "I've been here longer than all of them. When them come out here, then they come out here, come see me here. So all who don't want me here, I feel them business that." Alice, who has sold crab at Crab Circle for nearly 40 years, insists she did the work to return to the spot legally. She said she completed the training at the Heart/Insta Trust and she holds a valid food handler's sanitation permit. According to her, only one vendor out there make up noise about me coming back. Only one. Nobody else no have no problem with me. As she alone. One nearby vendor actually agreed with her. Said, "From she come, the place I get lively again, man. Nah lie. Look how much car pass since you stand up here, so." See, she's hinting that the curiosity about Alice may actually be boosting foot traffic in the area more than anything else. As y'all can see, even Queenie went out there and went live on TikTok from the spot, you know, after seeing Alice there. So them pass, but them not stop Audrey. Them say some of them stop Audrey. Them say some of them stop. It's not all bad. But one first time visitor from Westmoreland said that she made the trip specifically for Crab Circle's famed fair. But she was very unsettled when she got there. She drive all the way from Westmoreland, come a Crab Circle. But Crab Circle is Crab Circle. The roast corn or boiled corn and the soup and the crab and thing. But when she get there, she said, "I was very unsettled to find Alice back here at her stall again." Now, why them make she come back? Is what the lady asked. Why them make she come back? Them shouldn't make she come back, yeah, someone. Despite her apprehension, her hunger won in the end. She end up buying food anyways. After me come so far, me not go back without me crab them, she said, cracking open a crab leg as she waited for her corn. Meanwhile, Robert Hill, who is the CEO at KSAMC, told news media that Alice had not been pre-approved to return. Ross. The CEO at KSAMC told the news media, they told the Star, because the Star went out there to do their investigation, because a whole heap of people have said, "Alice, come back, Alice, they out there," and them have put it up on social media, and they went to do their little journalism stuff, and they contacted, or KSMAC contacted them, and said that she had not been pre-approved to return. "This is a subject for the Chief Public Health Inspector," Hill said. He said he only became aware of her presence at the location just late last week. "I contacted him as soon as I heard that she was back out there. he was committed to conducting the necessary investigations so that they can update the media properly if it is true that she did go take the course, finish the course, was certified, and was allowed to return. Hill declined to say whether Alice is still officially barred or not, noting that that decision will hinge on the investigation and the verification of her documents. Ha! All right, Alice, we did a root for you, but I don't think she should be out there now. Here's why. Because I remember they specifically said, when I said they, I'm talking about what the guy named, he's in charge, the politician that is in charge of that constituency was called into this because, people were making a big stink about it. They were saying, this is embarrassing. This is your area. Big politician like you will get a whole heap of money from the government to fix up your constituency, and you have a major food area here where even vloggers, food vloggers that have millions of views that are not even Jamaicans travel to Jamaica and come to this. Yo, the day one time Alice did not get a white man, we can't remember his name, but he lived right here in Florida and he always in Jamaica. The day when Alice was doing his food, she did done shit, and when him do the remake of the video, them zoom in upon her hand as she was she was handling his food with her bare hand, and you could have seen the black dirt cake on behind her fingernail, them and everything, and everything. So I forgot what you call him, the guy who the politician whose constituency it is. I know his face, I know what he looks like, can't remember his name, and I forgot his title. But he got involved in it, and even he said she would not be able to come back out there ever. Never, ever. Send somebody else. Alice's daughter, niece, or daughter, I think it was her daughter, was coming out there for a while, but I don't know if you know, daughter and mother must see a discrepancy. So the food thing shut down, so she have to go out there to make her money herself. And when they were offering the course up at I think when they did offer the course at Heart, the food safety and food handling sanitation course at Heart, Alice was not on the list as one of the vendors that would get the training free of charge and certified. She was not on the list. So we were wondering if she was going to be able to do it at a later date. And they actually responded to that question and said she was never going to be able to do it. The invitation was not extended to her. So, we don't know. I think Alice just take it up on herself and just Jamaica unruly, Jamaica unruly, because you see, if you do that in the US, if they shut down your restaurant in the US and you frig them and you go open back that door, you open that door and start selling food and food safety people come and catch you, you're going to jail. You're leaving in handcuffs. You're leaving your restaurant in handcuffs or your cook spot in handcuffs. Jamaica unruly or frig. She said, man, frig them. I go back out there, go make my money. PG, big up yourself. Cal Robinson says, look, we can put it down to those who do not know better will do better. We can also blame the government for not putting up the right facilities in the first place, which is true. But we want to tell you something though, PG. Honestly, Kaz, how should I say this? Because I'm a Jamaican myself, and I like me a tourist. I look inside from outside. Me a Jamaican myself. You see, even with the facility there, then we got piss and shit right in the back and on the side of the same facility where they're supposed to go. Jamaica people are unruly, Them stand up outside and a man goes and say, yo, me have to piss right now, but somebody in there and the door lock and hear him say, yo, me now wait to know, me now hold my piss, make it kill me. And go so. Or a man pull on him pants around the back and say, watch the road to me there, daddy. Me now hold that, me can't up my belly here, sir. And go about them business, Drop it right there, so you know. So that's how Jamaican people, man. Look how long we've been talking about like the place need to clean up. Me not like God no. Me there sent on the other day and beautiful beach. I'm not gonna call out the food place that's there. It's a very popular fruit food place. I ordered some food there. Matter of fact, I ordered a whole heap of food there. Matter of fact, I spent a couple hundred US dollars on food there. And the only reason I did that was because we had always wanted to eat from this place. While we were ordering the food and we have to pay for the food and everything, me that said to wife, said, not even in Florida, and we have some of the best seafood in Florida. I said, not even in Florida, we're not paying this much for seafood. But you know what? We're going to chalk it up to the ambience and the moment. We're in Jamaica, yeah, we're contributing back to the economy through the pockets of the people who are our people. So I couldn't better cry about it, but Jesus Christ, a whole heap of money that the food, I'm gonna hope the food good. As me said that, I walk down the beach because the food place is right by the beach. I walk down the beach and I kid you not, I must have gone about 10 meters, not even 10 meters, and the biggest dump. It's something about us and diapers. Like Jamaica have whole heap of baby, and I don't know who said the people them breed and have no picnic. Everyone me go miss a condom and diaper. Use condom, them friggin' all over the place. Diaper, everything is like right there, and it's so piled up on the beach. We're unruly as hell. And then I saw doo-doo. I mean, no say I never dog doo-doo. And I said to myself, say, look like say at night time people out here saw a doodle. Me, I got to one side of the beach where there is nobody over there. And I didn't have to wonder why it was nobody over there. Everybody stayed to the other side of the beach and more close to the back of that same food establishment. Them now go over here. So me take myself walk down over there. Let me do a little quick walk on the beach, you know, until my food ready. The amount of sitting when me see over there, so you know, so crap. We could blame government and say them should have and they should have. Cause you never know. If Alice did have a place to clean up herself, she probably wouldn't have been doing that in the first place. And you know, it was a survival thing for her. It was a survival thing for her. Not everybody is gonna hold themselves high with integrity and say, you know, so I want to do, but me live about a 5 block radius from here, so me I go run go on my yard, go shit and come back. It, and what Alice did say, she said she don't know. She drink a hot beer, and the hot beer make her belly a bubble, and next thing she know, broops, and it just come out. That's what she said. So she'd have to draw for the bucket. It was an emergency situation. The, the woman said, I never know emergency situation, nothing. Every day you do it. You know, emergency every day, and every day you do it. Oh, man. So they're gonna do an investigation to figure out if she's supposed to. You remember what she said? Me drink a little hot beer this morning, you know, and boy, it like you know deal with my belly and belly they bubble and next thing me know, you know, brrp, and me have to just draw for the bucket. Just draw for the bucket. Oh God. The one that killed me though was the second video where Alice was actually at the counter. At the counter, shitted in the bucket, and the bucket behind her, and there was a person on the other side of the counter. That did get to me. That did get to me. But Alice now allowed them to get sanitary facilities. That's the good part, Missy Bram Bram. And that may I say it was because of her actions or her getting caught. Why now them actually have sanitary facilities there? People can go pee pee and do and wash hand and all these things there. All that wasn't there before. She did figure sell the hot beer, the concoction. Wash out, instant wash out that name, Audrey. Yeah, no, I'm just drink a little hot beer this morning, and next thing me know, you know, it's my belly a bubble and then broops, and me have to just drop in the bucket. My belly a bubble and it just broops. She has shit up herself. She have to drop in the bucket. Could not have been for all the years she worked there. Almost 40 years. She worked there almost 40 years with no facility there. So she been shitting up the place for almost 40 years. Now remind me so flow, my stomach sick, but just thinking about it. So the other day when I was in Jamaica, and I said, before I went, I said, when I go to Jamaica next time, I'm going to make it a point of duty to go to Crab Circle. I'm going to vlog from Crab Circle. I'm going to show people, say, you can't eat from here, someone. And, you know, because I was proud that they completed the facility and do all these things. I mean, you want to show it off. May I drive around the place and not, I couldn't talk myself into going over there. And worse, my wifey was like, y'all go over there by yourself. Cause me not eat nothing will come from over there. So I be try convince Shakira, me I say, babe, the place changed. Them a bathroom, them wash hand and everything. She says, I don't care. I don't want nothing from over there. Matter of fact, don't even carry me go over there. Y'all go over there by yourself. So I never ended up going over there. Why? What me I gonna say? Big up to Alice, yeah, man. What you did was nasty. It's sad that you can't live it down. It's sad that they don't want to give you a chance to redeem yourself. But that's just life. And one thing about Jamaican people, you know, what I gotta be hard for Alice, Jamaican people are very funny because even if they stop by Hero Circle, they more than likely are not gonna go to her. All who have heard this story are more than likely not going to go to her. Because people are going to think saying now that she used the new facility, she probably still don't wipe her ass properly and wash her hands and all this other stuff. She's just an unsanitary kind of person. And not only that, Jamaican people are... I heard a white woman from, I think, Canada. Is it Canada or the US? She said, she did a video about Jamaica. And she said, when I'm in Jamaica, I don't watch who I eat from. And I know a lot of people always say that's a bad thing. You could get sick or you could get food poisoning or whatever. She says, I never watch who I eat from when I'm in Jamaica, and I get everywhere. Because Jamaican people, there's something about their culture and the way they prepare food. And she said, we don't prepare our food like that. They are meticulous about how they season it, we wash down the chicken after you strip off. I wash down the chicken with lime or vinegar, something like that, and I say soak it in a thing, and then you drain off that and you dry it up and you season it down and marinate. And she was like, we don't do any of that. So I eat from any one of them, and I've been doing it for years. She's been coming to Jamaica for years, and she never gets sick yet, and she eat anywhere and everywhere out the street. She ain't talking restaurants, she's talking street vendors. It was a street vendor video. So Jamaican people are really funny when it comes to their food. I mean, I always pride myself on this by saying this when I'm promoting Jamaica, Jamaican culture, Jamaica food and these things. I see people in places where the place just look like fly a swarm out a door, round the corner, all these things. And their food preparation skills are nothing to play with. All one time, them food dirty. Them food extra clean. You see what I'm saying? So Jamaicans are funny. So once them know that you had do stuff like that around food, they're probably never going to support you ever again. Ever again. She's probably going to have to get somebody that she can trust, that's close to her, to go run that stall there. She probably try a thing now to see if she can sneak her way back in there. In Longo. And then Jamaica so loose when it comes to law and law enforcement, like for things like these. I just probably sit on our yard and say, sure, wait them out a little bit. And then we go back out there. Them not even a member. Because nobody is checking to see, did the person who was banned from here actually come back here? Or are they still banned from here? So she out there operate again. And nobody knows until people start lose them seal. It is customers that are coming there that are saying, what should I do ya? Why them put her back out here? Yo, me not even bother want the seal. Sorry, mama, me no bother want it. Me gone. Me don't eat somewhere else today. And it's pissing the other people off, So now them are complain to the health people, and that's how they're back on Alice. I wish Alice all the best. Audrey says no argument. Me say me can't cook good enough, but also 99.9% of us really sanitary too. Yes, man, Jamaican people are funny. Even the nasty one, them we nasty about everything else in them life. And when it comes to them food, they're super meticulous about their food. That's in our culture. You hear me say? Then we nasty about anything else. But when it comes to their food, super meticulous about their food. Majority of it. So me not think it'll be a good run for Alice out there. She's back. I wish she could get a second chance. Because like I said, I'm not the kind to kick people when they're down and stuff. I mean understand when life is hard and you can't get an income coming in and these things, but she might have to go leave that 1 year permanently and find something else to do. But how do you tell somebody to find something else to do when they've been doing this for damn near 40 years? That's 4 decades, you know. That's 4 decades. My brethren them do 20 years in the military and retire full with full benefits and everything. She did it 40 years almost. How you tell her to find something else? What else she gonna find? She ain't gonna get a second chance. You don't think so? I don't think so either, Foxy GTV. Foxy GTV, big up yourself. That's exactly what she did. A polytrickster's move. Stay away for a while. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good.
Calling live from Crop
SouFLo,
Circle.
now we should get no second chance by giving people shit to them. Now we think she get no second chance.
You know, we should get no second chance.
Come on, man, you know what is shit. You can't give people shit to them.
Jesus Christ.
You know what people could stick on dead, SouFLo.
Me don't think nobody dead from out there though. Nobody never dead from
Well,
out
look
there.
here, I said, you know how many people could have stick on
Who
dead
that?
and know that shit. I'm not getting somebody catch her.
But here what? But here where he okay, you hear what you say?
This, you know.
But remember this, you know, I know she one, you know, the whole of them out there did that do it, you know. Them uncle
SouFLo,
catch
you
she.
know, we live in have 1 minute. So you're on the say no second chance here. Keep it book.
Alright, so. Alright. Yo, now one that don't play enough. She's not be like that no long talking with you, you know. Me have a link to for 1 minute. Listen, she fi go. Bye. No second chance. Mervyn the Point Jamaica Curse says, I suggest Alice focus on the back office. Why? For the back part. Operation. Raise the crab, buy crab, etc. True. True. She have to go find, but you know what, Mervyn? Some people don't have them kind of smarts there, you know. They don't know how to switch gears. But she have to go find a way to switch gear kind of look like the people that I'm forgiving. Just saw SouFLo an article in the Gleaner where cameras and body cams are expected to be installed along with a command center has been discussed. I was just seeing that this morning. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, Club. How you doing?
Morning, family. I'm good. You?
I'm all right.
Top.
No, it leads to because you know people couldn't sick. Remember, we have a saying, say, why you don't know can't hurt.
Well, you don't know what can hurt you.
Yeah.
And if it don't kill you, it make you stronger.
Yeah. When we grew up, when something jump on the ground, they take up and blow up your wife. But you pick it up and say, you know, if you don't kill it, you're fat, you know?
Yeah.
That's how we say.
What? So what you say? She forget a second chance.
My rough, but it really rough.
It rough for Alice one.
I'm just tell you what. You remember the Dave Chappelle skit where Dave said, for him to believe that R. Kelly twist on the person, you have to show an ID that says R. Kelly. And his grandmother after there and said, that's Matt Robert. And he said, so you believe. And to say Alice getting workers permit and he health permit, and he have gloves and 10 sanitizer bottles, and he dressed perfect like she's a nurse with aprons and everything. People still out there, she said.
Boy.
No care what I'm doing. I don't feel say I just how we stay.
But
Go right them off completely because the image leaks away that we always take sleep off that.
yeah, yeah. So no matter what she does, she can't come back from this.
It go rough. It's very rough.
You know what I'm saying? One time she dressed like say she a nurse. I'll put on all kind of gloves. I'll fix up herself nicely. She still not gonna get.
She's not gonna get poor Alice.
Oh man, that's all she know. That's all she know.
Because sometimes we write off there. Jamaicans work different.
Yeah. And when they write you off, you can get right off your life, you know, man.
Yeah, man, no keep back.
Yeah, true.
Alice can get right off, so feel that if Alice decides to even go in a hotel for work and she in a different even housekeeping. People go say, you know, say I shit up Alice, I walk over there.
I true. Jesus Christ. I'm true, bro.
You
No, man.
when they go in their room now, they say, well, it's nothing. Go if Alice change all them things right now.
Yo, me now come back to that place. Yo, you hear what I say? I true enough. The one say, for those of you who are not hearing clearly, in the room, him said this can affect Alice so bad she can get right off so that even if she change and says she'll go work at a hotel and clean the rooms and change sheet and stuff. Jamaican people different. People will see her over there and say, yo, you know, say I shit up Alice from Crab Circle and work over there. And then you go in your room, people and say, boy, I wonder if she contaminate up the room and with the sheet and all. You know, so me not come back around that place. Yeah. So it could affect anywhere she gonna through.
Yeah, man.
God, I know. I hate to be laughing like this. It's funny though, but
we have to take bad things make joke.
Yeah, we have to take bad things make joke.
As I talk about that, so when I used to give us the topic where things where they can know that it's that creative, where you know, like said, for example, you know, 3 months ago I saw on the internet where somebody was saying Jamaican different because somebody has cancer and then calling soon dead, or you know, or they have diabetes, then call it sugar. You know what? You blow your car. You know, you can't speak and then you can dummy. You know,
stomach.
When we'll get that topic, they want to do, make everybody call in.
Wait, no, we can't go with one this morning, man. We can add it to the list this morning. So, it should be called the way how Jamaicans name people. Yeah, the way how Jamaicans name people. Right? You kick it off, you know. Got your what you say?
There's just so much. Me not say I'll treat would be talking. There's just so much.
Man, I suffer from diabetes. They call him sugar. Sugar.
Yeah, man.
Yo, they're wicked enough.
Anyway, why use body and then go poop and shit fly out the
We call that short in America. You shorted. You fought that shit yourself. I see him time. When they call him poop shit.
Yeah, poop. Yeah, man.
I'm a virgin poop shit. Wanna go and poop shit? Yo. Oh God, we don't know about that at all.
Yeah, man. The whole heap of them, so you know. How you look, you get the things you say. You have a man where every time he starts a reason, he says, tell me something. Then start calling, tell me something. Because every conversation he starts with, so tell me something.
And I say, hear him now. I bet he start with tell me something. And he go, tell me something. Yeah.
I think that's the rough part in the flow.
Yo, when they have one youth where they go up around with, for me, I them they always me have full eyes. But see, I them they like pulp out, and they used to call him Bulby. Say, I them bright like bulb, so they used to call him Bulby. You know, I tell people this all the time to like, for my blackest friend, as in dark skin. I just blacker. We call him, you know. And the man went taller than everybody else. Me have a virgin 6'9". and in height. I would call him 6'9",
No, there's
or
no,
tall
no,
man.
no 6'9".
Yeah, a 6'9". The man was 6 feet 9 inches tall, so we call him 6'9". And that's her name. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you know, you have a girl where when we were in high school, everybody have breast plump fish and have none. We call her lack of breast.
Like a breast.
Because, in a sixth grade and I said flat. You know, some people have late puberty.
Yeah.
No breast now push out, we call her lack of breast.
Like a breast. Yo, they don't freak for them people, boy.
and sometimes these things, like you have a virgin and it was like 11-year-old, it's drop and broken hand.
Yeah.
And from that day to the last 30 years, it's broken.
Broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the man up which part, one man who live on the hill, which part me grow up. And the only man me didn't know it. The first amputation I've ever seen in my life. But before me even left Jamaica the first time ever. So I grew up around them people here. Mas George was his real name. Anybody who come from which part me know name Mas George. He passed away now. From up on Miss Mama Lil. Mas George used to call him Wani. Can he have 1 foot? Can he lose one? So then just call him Wani. Stumper was another name they used to call him. Stumper or Wani. One time I hear them call him Stumper, and I was like, who them attack? Can me never know who. Can me know him as Wani or Mas George. And them said, I see him person one, see him somebody. So yeah. My cousin was red ants because he was light skinned. Red ants.
Yeah, and then because that even my born can see a man in a wheelchair and from little,
Yeah.
he named Cripple.
Cripple.
And for 30 years, we don't know his real name. Cripple, we know him as from about him.
And the youth who used to go to my school now, we used to, kind of couldn't talk. They used to call him Dummy. And to this day, a Dummy, a big man now, like the rest of the way. And Dummy still, but he still can't talk. But you call somebody Dummy in America, you see? You're getting in trouble,
Yeah, say bullying.
Yeah, them are gonna say that dumb doesn't go along with somebody who is mute in speech. Ready book. Wait there. My brother is 6'9" and people call him tall man or tree. My other brother is 7'2". Jesus God. Empress Stephanie, how tall are you? Yeah, Dorothy T, nobody take offense to it. Not true, Jerome. Missy said our people are so insensitive. We grow rough. We grow rough. Missy, I used to tell people say, I was born, I'm Jamaican. You can't there's nothing you could say that could like hurt my feelings. It probably grew up your feelings hurt all kind of way already.
And so, it's weird how this social media makes people thin skin because growing up, yeah, your siblings them fight, everybody get nicknamed, everybody mimic each other, everybody gift each other.
See
We
it.
grew up tough. These generations just very them different.
Mm-hmm. Sensitive about everything, man. You can't even run joke no. Even comedians can't even be comedians no more.
For
Them,
real. You
but
can't run
them
certain
want
jokes, they're
cancel
gonna
a
cancel.
comedian. Yo, you remember Melvio? This is an American comedian, by the way. He had a series on as well, right before him passed, and he passed suddenly, which I thought was Bernie
So
Mac.
Bernie,
Yes, Bernie. You remember, one joke where Bernie would have got canceled for if he tried to do that joke today? Remember when Bernie said he take over him the children from his sister, cause his sister did upon crack or something like that, and he wanted to give them a better life, but he never want no picnic in him house either. So it was a lot of learning and loving along the way, right? And he said, the little one, he was like, the little one, she gonna wait till I go to sleep at night time and she gonna sneak down the stairs and go in the fridge and fix herself something to eat and something to drink. So I heard her one night and I come down the stairs and I caught her in the fridge. And on the counter, I seen cookies and I seen milk. I said, God damn, little girl, what you doing down here at this time of the night? She said, I'm fixing myself some milk and cookies. And he said, the warehouse, she said, I'm fixing myself some milk and cookies. So in response to her was, to take our ass back upstairs and go to bed and don't do this again, etc. But there was a part in there where he said, "I'll fuck a kid up. I will fuck a kid up." You know, Bernie couldn't say that today, you know. Him couldn't
Yeah,
say it today because he would have been cancelled. Matter of fact, he would have been big time cancelled. Oh, you're advocating for child abuse and for children being beaten. You know, using profanity while speaking about children. Them just got all in, man. You know, me glad me did witness a different time before we reach the spot we reach now. Cause the oversensitivity.
that's why you see these kids going into school and movie theater and waking up a plate. You know?
Yeah,
Because
bro. Yeah,
they just so sick.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, man. So I just say, if we growing up, you have to be careful what you say because you live with you.
True.
You both slip and you say something, you have to go deal with the consequence the rest of your life.
True,
After the
true.
call, you know?
Very true,
Yeah.
bro. Very true.
I have a brother, like 30 years ago, he was playing football, soccer, and a man from the line said, "Yo, take him off, man. He's just a humbug in game." And from that day, them call him humbug till now. A humbug in him.
Humbug.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, with different man.
Yeah, man. Me know, man, I get beat with two before from the woman, and from that day, two before.
Two before him name.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Make somebody call in and tell me what they remember, you know, growing up.
All right, we're gonna pay attention to the comment section because some of them in there too.
All right, my boss.
All right, manners. Yo, yeah, we're different for real, man. And you know, a lot of people, again, back to being sensitive. This is what geared us up for this new world. We never know said this day was coming. They geared us up for the new world. We were prepared for this. That's why I feel with generation, we're not sensitive. We can't, whatever. Nowadays, picnic depressed. Grown people too, depressed, easily depressed, feel easily down because of something somebody said. Why they calling me this? Why they calling me that? Listen, if you grow up with the kind of name them what we grew up with, you see? Remember me telling you, my grandmother, so my grandparents, right? I grew up on a farm in Jamaica before I left Jamaica. So my grandparents used to do eggs, the chicken them will lay egg and stuff. I would supply grocery stores and stuff with egg, whole heap of egg. My grandmother used to send me go to school every day with my lunchbox. And my lunchbox had egg and bread in it. She used to get up and fry egg or scramble egg and make sandwiches out of it. Your hard dough bread, she butter the bread and then make a sandwich out of it with your egg, wrap it up and put it in my lunchbox. And there was a youth who started calling me egg and bread. Egg and bread. Every time this youth see me, I used to hear to me say, because I didn't like it. I didn't like it. He was one of the privileged kids. His name was Dane. Dane, wherever you are today. Go suck it. No, I'm not gonna say that. Wherever you are today, Dane, just not say you did terrorize me. Right? But him used to call me egg and bread all the time. Him used to leave every holiday. Dane would go to America. Them time I'm not reach America yet. I only had dreams of going to America. And I remember he would open his lunchbox when he come back. Back in the idea, the fruits and vegetables they have in the US, you wouldn't normally find those in Jamaica. So he would have show off, you know. He would have show off and pull out and said, this is an American apple. And this is him have the granny apple, the green one, and then him have the red one. And me I said, we never seen nothing like them there before, right? And me up in my box now, before me up in my box, hear him about, I bet you egg and bread in there again. And so me up in my box and he said, see it there, egg and bread. All when him out of school, the man see me a road and call me egg and bread. Egg and bread. I fling some stone off him one day, see man. And then they took me out of that school and I started going to Knox Prep. But they moved me from the school and I'm glad them did move me from the school. Because I can't see where I was going to be in trouble there. Jerome says, SouFlo, you have a hall pass today. It's okay to tell Dale, SYM, we understand. No, me respect Dale mother. So I'm not going to send him up there. So. But yeah, Dale traumatized me, man. I first went egg and bread. Every which part him see me out of Christian. Egg and bread. Egg and bread. And when me I go open my box and he talk about, I bet some me know what in there. I bet some when you open your egg and bread in there. And you know, say egg and bread in there or something. I started getting mad at my grandmother too. What she a put in on my box today? Egg and bread. I said, Jesus Christ, I have to go to school to deal with this now. Eh? Egg and bread with tomato was your favorite breakfast, Julie? No, me eat too much egg and bread. Me never like it no more. Worse when she have me a carrot go to school and everybody is. Boy, we really did what we had to do to survive, you know, because now that I think about it, my grandmother used to wake up every morning and make sure that we had a solid meal. And though she have fried egg, give me for carrot go school, me I eat egg for breakfast too before me left, you know. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
SouFLo, my brother.
Yeah, my brother, what going?
Yeah, I've reason to go over TikTok, you know, we get famous, you know.
What going?
Yeah, man, I want you to go over TikTok. Let's do a live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell Dale what you want to tell Dale and no hold back. Nothing.
I know what.
I just get some whole heap of lion and some tiger and some crocodile and some whole heap of sitting over there.
God, that they like over there, you know. Send him up on that. Yeah.
But you know what they say, Pierre.
You know, say that me not gonna do with TikTok though. Yo, and that, you're a joke, and that me not do with TikTok, you know.
Me say you have reason now. Go back there, and it's about there. You're traumatized, and you just make it happen.
Alright.
And go back in night chat.
Alright.
Big up on yourself, everybody in night chat. You hear that?
Manners. Yeah. Now big up my grandparents, man. My grandparents took all of their children's children. Them two people here, them did serious about them grand picnic. That's why them two here never play about their children's children. You know? That and then take all of it and send them picnic them out in our world. And say go make things good first and then you know can come get them. So my grandmother used to always tell me, say, I'm preparing you. So one, cause I know you're not gonna be here for long. That time that I couldn't see, right? Then I tell you, Dale used to fly out every holiday, and when him come back, he must show off. I was in Miami, and you ever eat an apple like this yet? You ever seen an apple like this yet? When I hear a lunchbox, I bet you egg and bread in there. I'm opening up and egg and bread in there for real. I want to thump him in my mouth, but couldn't do it. So my grandmother used to even tell me, she said, I'm preparing you for the day when you leave me, because one day is going to come where your parents are going to come take you from me. And I can't do anything about it, baby. So in the meantime, I can just prepare you. So all the training, knife and fork, and grandma tell me if you switch the hand them and put the knife on the strong hand side. You're right-handed, your knife go on the right side. You'll be surprised to know how many people don't know them thing here today, right? Food etiquette, table manners, all these things. Eat with the knife and fork. When you're done, don't talk too much, how food will fly out of your mouth. Don't talk with the food in your mouth. Chew your food a certain number of times before you swallow it. All kind of sitting my grandmother them used to teach me, preparing us for the world. I used to talk to her hard and we used to get enough licked up, preparing us for the world. So when we went out into the world, it was like nothing could phase us, you know? Nothing could have phased me. Oh, I already know how to do that. I already know how to do this. I remember when I came to the US, they were having this like fathers course where fathers in the community volunteered for the children who didn't have no fathers and them get up and stuff. And one of the things they was teaching them was how to use a knife and a fork and dine at a time. And me, I look on them like this is America. You know when you're in Jamaica back then, especially, you used to think America had everything and everything was perfect here. Every child had everything they ever dreamed of. Them know how to do everything from scratch already and all these resources and this, and then you came and live here and it wasn't so. You know, you met a lot of kids who, even grown people today, don't know how. Because I mean, I don't call no name, but I watched somebody the other day that was grown and them never know how to handle a knife and a fork. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Yes, Lord. Actually, what you just say about consuming food.
Hey.
three different reasons why sometimes even when food cook we don't want to tell you, because we used to get beaten if you eat and talk at the same time.
Right.
We get some beaten.
Yeah, man.
And if we just run and go start consuming food and we not say we great.
You say no
We
grace.
come out and say, you pray.
Yes.
Boop, boop.
Yeah.
So it was just very rough for we, and
I have to
if
throw.
you eat and chew your food and
Mhm.
the father said, you just button down the rice so boop, boop, boop.
But you know what? You know what, bro? Look on it now, you see? If you're not chewing your food properly, then you're messing up your digestion. So chewing your food properly is just for better digestion, you know. And look out for when we didn't even know it, you know. We just feel like so them they just stay a certain kind of way.
So what about when you eat and bite? Well, we deserve beaten for that, not biting at all.
Yeah. I saw.
Yeah, man, but we used to get everything, but it was a way of just going us to go there and I read.
But even when them never did a beat, them still did a teacher still. A whole heap of things them teacher, man. Whole heap of things that they were preparing us for the world for, where we never see it until like now. Even when we go out into the world, we still didn't see it until like later on in our life, everything come full circle. You know? I find myself now saying most of the things my grandparents were saying. And all throughout even in my 20s and my 30s, I never really gravitate towards and resonate so much with a lot of what they said until like now. And then worse now that they have passed on and me not hear them and repeat it no more, is like it's a singing in my head no more than ever before. Yeah, that's a real testimony too. It's like them still there, you know?
Even the egg and bread tip, you know you feel it. Because even when I used to go to school in Fort Lauderdale Lakes Middle School, one morning I go in a cafeteria and I can't eat. And one guy tell me, hey, you know there's no apple today, huh? So what you gonna eat? So what you talking about? Say, yo man, every day what you just use your teeth peeling the green apples, then sprinkle sugar on it. Man, you're crazy as hell. But you wake up and then we know to pick the fruit and these things. So when I migrate to America, it's just me that not eat no apple with no skin. So me just
you do the same thing,
put it one side.
Yeah.
And then we sprinkle a little sugar upon it because we used to sprinkle salt on anything, you know, cucumber or so.
Plum or
these people just find it weird. So them are watch me and all I laugh and me not take the pet.
I just said we had real bratopsy, my friend. Remember the word there?
Yes.
Bratopsy.
And you could have detect a lot of things on afar because my parents instilling, because even cleanliness, you know, we grew up and there's a lot of fruit trees all about. So even when we got the apple tree, the cocoa plum tree, we used to pick one, you know, boy, John,
why? No, never. Why? I want a big wine that, bro. Fix up the one there. You can't say that some other way.
But what we used to break off piece of the apple and use the apple and rub all over the skin of the rest and say we click the apple before we about to cut, you know,
consume it. Yeah.
Right, that go flow. You don't talk to him, man.
All right, bro. No bite off no bottom though. Yo. Oh God. Cocoa plum. Next to godliness. Yes, cleanliness is next to godliness. We probably know what about. Wait there, yes, Adrian Empress. I took every chance to teach my son what to do and what not to do. Yeah, man, them did a teacher, man. Right through growing up, you were being taught in Jamaica. Like somebody just said, through the good times and the bad times. And I'm pretty sure it's not just Jamaica. I'm pretty sure it's a Caribbean thing because I've been around other Caribbean people. But like I said before, just so my other Caribbean islands are not left out, why you always talking about Jamaica? Why? Because I'm a Jamaican. That's why. Because I can speak about what I actually know because I went through it. I don't want to start talking about your island and then you start calling and say nothing no go so. I mean I try and make you look bad. You know, I made a reference the other day to whining and how you wind up yourself and how the girl them wind up themselves and dress X-rated and stuff. And I had a ton of Trinidadian people. Trini, who me love Trini people like crazy. See, because I've been through some things in life and I've been to some places in life, and both places in pivotal point of my life, I ended up being around Trinidadian people. And the Trinidadian people them took me like their little brother. And them look out for me and them mentor me and them protect me and teach me things, you know what I'm saying? So I have a special kind of love for Trinidadians. As a matter of fact, one time I was so much around just Trinis that when I went around Jamaicans, the Jamaicans thought I was a Trini because I had almost lost my Jamaican accent because I had picked up Trini accent so strong. And it took me years to actually like come off it and go back to like strictly patois, the Jamaican way. So when me said it's something about whining and carnival culture, boy, the Trini them come for me. The Trinidad come for me, but it wasn't meant to be disrespectful. I was simply making a comparison. And I was saying, whining is not just a Trini thing or a carnival thing. Skin out is not just a Trini thing and a carnival thing, because if you look in dancehall, if you strip away the music and just look in dancehall, and the same thing you see, right? Females dress riskily and whole heap of skin out and whole heap of wind down and overly sexual behaviors and things. Me did I try to say we share the same thing, even though the music sounds different. We share the same thing, the way we move to the music, the way we dress when we go to party, all these things. But them take it the wrong way. So me know so other cultures, other Caribbean islands are super sensitive about them, just like Jamaica. Yo, listen, if you're not a Jamaican and you start talking bad about Jamaica, this is one way. If you want to get a lot of attention on social media, try this. If you're not a Jamaican, take up a camera. The next time you do a video on your IG or wherever, make it about Jamaicans and say something bad about them and see. And tell me what your comment section look like. I bet you get more interaction than any other video you ever post. Because that's how Jamaicans are. But I'm thinking that's how Caribbean people are, period. So every part of the Caribbean serious about for them Caribbean island. That's the reason why I stick to talking about Jamaican. Every now and then you will hear me say, you know, say the whole Caribbean thing, but I'm not picking no specific other Caribbean island to talk about because I don't want to talk about what I don't know and then it don't be like that for real. So it's not out of me trying to not talk about it. It's just out of me showing respect and don't want to talk about what I don't know. Now, if you don't feel like what I'm saying about Jamaica is the same thing for Uno, then Uno can call and say that too, or put it in the comment section too and say, yeah man, SouFlo, same thing we do. We just name people the same way. A boy head big, we just call him Big Head, and he named Big Head from then till now. That man in his 40s, dread, and he still named Big Head, right? And same way, so. That's the same thing we do. You grow up with a big head and we start calling you big head from your 7. Now when you're 45, you still name big head. Yo, big head, I come down from foreign tomorrow, you know. Yeah, man, him sister tell me. Yeah. No, big head, the same. You mean little big head with the yes, man, same one. Oh, what's up? All right, then. Heal him up for me when you see him, see it? All right, if me in a place, me come check him. That's how we roll, right? Guyanese people is like that too, says Julie Tapper. I think all of us are like that. All of us are like that. The whole Caribbean diaspora is like that. Are some proud people about where their establishment is. And that's why I don't take none of them lightly. And I don't come. I know how me is about Jamaica. And I know how other Jamaicans are about Jamaica. So that's one thing that I never pass on social media. I'm gonna like go around and argue with people. But that's one thing that always grabs my attention. If you are somebody who is outside of the culture making a video to like degrade or disrespect, oh, I'm stopping by. That's one I'm not just scrolling by. Me, I go stop by and have to left a little comment. Me have to say something. Yeah, it's a Caribbean thing, Missy. Yes, Missy. Missy Brown Brown says a Caribbean thing. I think it is. Remember, I know with some spicy people, and I just Grenada, Spice Island, with the whole away of some spicy people. Jamaica, Scotch bonnet, hot. I don't know. The whole away of some spicy people. There's so many people that's Jamaican, you don't even know. They do not play well. You guys don't play LOL, says Naya TV lifestyle, especially about the culture, Naya. Yeah, we're not play about that for real. Let me say, Audrey says, oftentimes people hit the thumbs up button. If you don't haven't already done so, we can do better. And thanks in advance. Oh, we're at one of those again. Yeah, 1,176 people in here, and we only have 428 thumbs up. Wanna hit the thumbs up button for me, please? I appreciate you greatly for the ones. Me not gonna pressure nobody to do it. We always ask to hit the thumbs up button. And sometimes we forget most of the time. But those who remember, I appreciate you when you do it. And those who don't remember and will remind them, me like when you say, "Oh, damn, I forgot SouFlo." All right, hey, hold the thumbs up here. We understand that there are those who tune in and they don't like us either, but them love the content, which is amazing. You know, I was looking at the demographics for the channel. I told you all this before. I was looking at the demographics for the channel, and the demographics said that majority of the people that tune in on a daily basis are not subscribed to the channel. Majority of the people who tune in on a daily basis are not subscribed to the channel. Imagine that. so forget hitting thumbs up button. They're not even subscribed to the channel. So shout out to Jerome when Jerome said the other day, Flo, if there's a way where you can make it so one time you go live, when instead of just making it for everybody to be able to join, make it so that only subscribers can join. I went and looked at the guidelines YouTube give us creators when we are uploading the video, if that was an option, and it was. So that's why now every time you see when we go live, I put up for subscribers only. And there's an option there too that I can say you have to be subscribed for more than a day, or you have to be subscribed for more than 10 minutes. I think I have it set right now to 2 minutes. Just so when them subscribe, them can join the show, right? But that's crazy. But that's how we people stay, man. Them, no matter how you ask them, they're not gonna do it if they just don't want to do it. But they will wake up and tune in every day, which is crazy. If I would never subscribe to a channel, I would definitely not be tuning into it every day. But that's a whole different thing to talk about. But we're still growing with them, without them, says Kaitai Jai Empress. Absolutely, Kaitai Jai. Them can't stop nothing. We're still gonna grow without them, right? What's ours is ours. Mr. Bram Bram says my minister is from Grenada and was brought up in Trinidad. That man is very funny. From Grenada and brought up in Trinidad. I think YouTube a thief the thumbs up. Just saying. Julie Tapper. Nah, Julie, the YouTube not thief no thumbs up. The people them just hit the thumbs up button. Those who do, and those who don't. And that's that. YouTube ain't thiefing no thumbs up. What YouTube did thief from the door was subscribers. YouTube take off. We wake up one morning. I told y'all this before. I woke up one morning and almost 10,000 subscribers were gone. That was right when we were trying to get to 100K. I'm a city 100K are coming up. I say, yo, we have like 400 and something more subscribers. We're gonna hit 100K. Cause this plaque right here behind me. If after you pass 100K, you get this, right? Wake up one morning like almost there, and got a notification and saw my subscriber numbers like over 10,000 less. I was like, damn, why? YouTube sent a notification that said they were cleaning up YouTube and cleaning out the accounts and cleaning out dead accounts, inactive accounts. So the people them who have accounts who subscribe to you but they never come back to your channel and they abandoned or vacated their account, they're cleaning out all those. I said, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Because right when they did that, a whole bunch of people start, SouFlo, what me do you? Why you unsubscribe me from your channel? I was like, unsubscribe you? Me never unsubscribe nobody from my channel. I can't unsubscribe you from my channel. It's not in my thing to do. Me not have the how to do it. So you know, people are telling me, say me kick them off. What did I say? Was it something I said? What me do to you? Me say you never do me nothing, and I didn't unsubscribe you. But those are the things we deal with behind the scenes still. So Kataja Emperor says the problem is that they feel that if they hit the like button that you're going to earn money from them hitting the like button, and it's not so, which is true. A lot of them feel like say if them hit the like button they're gonna get rich overnight, something like that. YouTube will do that. YouTube unsubscribe people. That is true. That is true. Absolutely true. You would not even know how to do it. Shakira would have to do that. No, Missy, you just can't do it. I cannot unsubscribe or subscribe you. And you can't unsubscribe or subscribe me to anywhere either. You know, it's just something that can't be done. So for the people who were saying, what did I do to you? Was it something I said? Because I was supporting your channel, man. I used to show up every day. Next thing we show up one day, it said me unsubscribe. And I never unsubscribed. So I don't know why you removed me from your channel. And I have to explain to countless people. Like, yo, I didn't. I woke up one day, thousands of accounts gone. YouTube said that they were cleaning up. And, you know, maybe you didn't tune in enough. The people was like, some of them were like, I tune in every day, every single day. So that right there is not a good excuse. And them still believe, say, I me do it. I don't know me do it. Yes, they shouldn't have done that because I'm subscribed to many and I somehow don't get back to at times. Right. Right. Yeah, man, but you have the people that will feel like say themselves. Remember what I was telling y'all yesterday about the girl, the white woman that was in the park with the little white child. And you know, I went to go look at her GoFundMe page. The GoFundMe headline for her channel says, "Help me protect my family." A white woman says, "Help me protect my family." It gets the attention of all white people. If a black person put up, "Help me protect my family," most of us don't give a damn. When I was talking about this yesterday, somebody left in the comment section something about, I think the person said I'm pissing them off, and it's a shame that I use my platform, which is a pretty sizable platform, to do so much damage to my own people. And I'm like, what did I say that was wrong? I'm talking facts. You know, you hating me because I speak the truth about us still won't change the fact that what I am saying is the truth about us. And until we actually start changing that what I'm talking about, we're still gonna remain as we are, right? So if you really look for a solution, then when SouFlo say, yo, we can take a page out of the Chinese people and book because the way they move as a community, the way they are about their people. We can take a page out of the white people and book because they move as a community and the way they are about their people. The way they pool their resources together, we can take a page out of the Hispanic community book. Remember me telling us, you see here in Florida, is a lot of roofing work. People change them roof need to be done, etc. On my street I was living on before, this house here, across from me, and I got to find out that they were Jamaicans later. But across from me was 3 houses, right? on the block. 3 sizable house with big roof work to be done. I watch a Mexican family pull up. And you see when the Mexican family pull up to do the roof, them pull up with the kids them. The kids them are playing on the people's lawn downstairs. Them have a big radio out there play beer Mexican music, right? Everybody is festive. And they got to work on that house stuff. I kid you not. Early in the morning, I wake up and me, I said, because I was about to go live, and I was like, where's that noise coming from? Because I didn't want the noise in my video. Where's that noise coming from? So me look out, so them I dig off the shingle them. So they just starting the roof. Yesterday evening, me I hear brr, 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 brr. I know what that sound is. So me look out there. I done the roof already. Them flip a whole roof. $10,000 a house. Them flip a whole roof. And when we say a whole heap of them come, auntie, uncle, cousin, brother, sister, flip the car, them pull up, park across the street, come over, flip the whole roof. Move on to the next house. Flip the whole roof, move on to the next house. 3 days, 3 roof. That's $30,000 in 3 days. Gone. You think them play? Anybody else who live here can vouch for them how they move. So when I say that us, we can really take a page out of them people in book, look on we. Hit the thumbs up button, please. Hit the thumbs up button, please. You think them people that ask them people to hit thumbs up button? They don't ask them people to hit thumbs up button. They don't ask their people to donate, please. Please give me $1, please, nothing. They just be on their live and you just say, playing super chat, playing super chat, playing super chat. Please donation, donation, donation. I was on a African American even. They do that too. I was on one of them stuff not too long ago because some drama did break out. And I was so distracted. May I try listen to what was being talked about, but I was so distracted by the amount of money that was coming in the comment section. You know, me not watch people pocket, but it was so much that it was distracting me. It just kept popping up. $20, $50, $100. I said, damn. Some them people here are give $100. I would have never seen that in a $100, $50, $50, $20, $10, and the money just kept going and going. Listen, man, we could take a page out of other people's book. And when I say these things, it's to better us. It's to better us. That white lady said, she called the little black boy N-word, a strong ER at the end of the word that everybody dreads. And everybody came down on her on social media. Who is she? Find her. Make her go viral. Find where she works at. Make sure she's fired from her job. You should never talk to, this is black people, right? You should never talk to a child like that. You see, while we were doing all that, her people were like, protect her, hide her, finance her, put her somewhere safe where her child is protected. Protect that white woman and that white child. So we over here are talk about XYZ. Them a draw her over this a long time. Find somewhere better to live, is what they were saying to her. We need you to move immediately. You don't have the resources, that's okay. We'll make sure you have that in the next 24 hours. That's how her thing went. The last time I looked, Kataja Empress, you still looking at it? You still looking at it? You said 1,400 of them pull up. No, what a whole heap of them pull up to do the roof though. Whole heap of them pull up to do the roof. Lovely T is one of them. That's what I'm talking about, Kataja Empress. Every time Lovely T, where you say every time Lovely T goes live, there's one particular subscriber that gives her $500 every time, and that's just one person. I'm talking about Lovely T. I'm talking about Unwind with Tasha K. I'm talking about like just it was Unwind with Tasha K that I was watching when the whole situation happened with Cardi. And I'm sitting there trying to listen to her because she lost the case. So I'm sitting there trying to listen to her explain what happened You know, cause she did that talk brave before. She was like, I got lawyers. So what? I got lawyers, you got lawyers. Let's take it to court. And when she did that and then ended up losing and a multi-million-dollar judgment was passed, fast forward a little bit in, it was breaking her. So she got to a place where she had to apologize. And she was apologizing, you know. And when she apologized, me go over there and me I try listen to the live because she explain XYZ. And me said the amount of money when me see her come in, I was like, yo, she rich by morning to rotted. She could probably pay that bill off in some way, fashion, or shape. You think anyone of Fui community would have been like that? Anyone of ours would have ever get it like that? Man, I went to go look up how much Taps and Roses is. It's a penny. That's why the people them Taps and Roses, Taps and Roses. The thing I'm talking about TikTok, right? The thing about the Taps and Roses over TikTok is it add up fast. Cause how many pennies make a dollar? 100. Somebody knows that they're giving you a dollar, and them are taps and roses 100 times. I want 100 times. Let me give you taps and roses. It look like boy, you get a whole heap of something. When it reach 100 penny, you get $1. And from that $1, TikTok take a money. But especially for those who are living in places where the dollar amount is different and it's more if it's US dollars, then you know, and plus then they get gifts, right? But they still don't do good like the Asian ones, the white ones. Remember that white dude I haven't seen him, PewDiePie. His name is PewDiePie on YouTube. He's one of the highest paid people on YouTube. PewDiePie did a t-shirt sale. People, none of it, all the way, don't have to be mathematicians. A t-shirt sale. And the man sell 1 million t-shirts in 24 hours. And I think it was like, I don't remember if it was like $20 a t-shirt. 1 million t-shirt in 24 hours. You do the maths to that. Right. You see, when we met my t-shirt them, I personally made my t-shirt them. Me hear one girl say, me not spend no money buy them the cheap ass t-shirt there. That's one. The next person say, you have a nerve if you charge so much for one t-shirt. Man, you know. That's why I stop sell them. Because the t-shirt them cost me to make them. I designed them, but then they cost me to print them and then for the mailing. You see, by the time I print and mail out the t-shirt them, I was making $3 on each t-shirt. Spending $35 to $45 on the t-shirt them, I end up making back $2 to $3 on the t-shirt. And in many cases, my personal address went out with them. So I told wifey, I said, this ain't even worth it. You know, I asked my kids, my older kids, I said, how about I set up a printing press in the garage and you guys learn how to use the machines, and because it's not hard, and I design the shirts, you print them, and whatever money comes in from the shirts, you could take them. Because I sold quite a few shirts. I was even surprised how many shirts I was selling. Remember one time when we just start selling the shirt, them, we come in our room, because we're taking the orders and we fill the order them, and then we would have one day when we go to the post office and mail out the shirt them, and the whole of one side of the room full of shirt package up to go. And I said, yes, this is going to be a lucrative thing. I wasn't paying attention. It took that one time and I never do it no more. Because I realized, I said, oh shit, I paid this much to make them, plus I forgot paid this much for mail them, especially for those people who work in Canada and the UK and all them places there. Paid this much for make them, this much for mail them, end up not making no money back at all. Basically, I gave away shirts. Can't do it no more. Plus, have people that tell me about Then the shirt that cost too much. Me not spend all that money. Me not spend no $23 and $25 per one shirt. Me not buy no t-shirt for no $30. Yeah. Yeah. But I watch PewDiePie sell 1 million shirts in 24 hours though at $20 a shirt though. So when I say things about other people that we could take a page out of their book, me no want no rotted body come tell me nothing about me and make me people them look bad or nothing. We people make ourselves look bad. We make ourselves look bad. And you know the funny thing is, them would be the same people that's over there that's buying one a PewDiePie shirt for $20 and not saying nothing. And even rejoicing like, yo, he sold 1 million t-shirts in 24 hours. Yes, and see one of them here, me have on one, you know. And there'll be a platform where your culture is never discussed. They never say nothing about you, care nothing about you, but you're just happy to be over there, throw your money in a for them pot. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. But hey, the real attorney announced that he had prostate cancer and he probably got 23K cash that night. Crazy. Oh man, I haven't tuned into him in a while. He announced that he got prostate cancer. Mel. Jerome Pearson said a person that got unsubscribed many times, my phone in my pocket. And it will make you block people, report this channel, and even unsubscribe by accident. I see message, thanks for reporting this video. your phone must be attached to your man. Your phone know what you're not like. Your phone just to come and block that person. Yeah. I haven't tuned into the real attorney in a while. I used to watch him all the time for like leading up to when I'm about to do certain topics. I would tune into him sometime because he is an attorney. So when you hear me say stuff like I was actually listening to somebody who is an attorney, who is board certified, who knows this case inside out, sometimes it was him. It was him. Yeah. Like I say, him say him got prostate cancer and get about $23,000 that same night there. Yeah. Everybody else move like that except for us. Except for us. I told you what we would be doing if I did one a fluid woman would say, please help me keep my family safe. You just see Jamaican people like this. I watch the sitting there. Watch out. The girl set up GoFundMe. Lord Clark, brother. A 10 grand. She said she didn't want to know. A 20 grand you reach, you know. Yo, look here. Me mama. A 50 grand you reach, you know. Yo, that girl are rich. No. Could they? No man. She a scam people them no man. She should take that down by now because she asked for 10 and get 50. Take it down, man. Wicked girl. She don't want no more money. What she need all that money for? She a scam people them, you know. No, remember, you know. The woman said, help me protect my family, and she set a goal. That no means that that's where it stops. It was her people who said, that ain't gonna be enough. We're gonna give you a whole lot because we want you to really be protected. Imagine that. Imagine that. You have to allow folks to gift subscriptions. It opens up your algorithm. Mel, me don't know what that means, but gift subscriptions. Explain to me what that means. Mel says right before the YSL case closed. Yeah, I stopped listening to him. Just been busy with my own thing, so I haven't been over there. But he still pop up on the side of my videos, especially for my other channel. Yeah. Watch out. Y'all remember, we're gonna switch topics though, because we're not gonna stay here all morning and talk about how we don't flex right with each other and all that. We know how we stay already, right? We know how we stay already. So we don't need to beat that to death. Some of we have our crab in a barrel mindset and shitty like Alice with the bucket mindset. That's how we mind stay. And then there are others of us who are good and who are trying to be good and do good and spread good and all these things. So nothing now gonna change. That's just how it's gonna be. You always gonna have those who are set a certain way and those who are set another certain way until the bad one them decides it's time to be good. That's that. All right. On to our next story now. So the only other story I had this morning for us was, y'all remember we did a story a couple of years back of, this is when we were making videos on a regular basis trying to educate those who were going back to Jamaica from overseas to live. And we would say, if you're going back to Jamaica to live, or if you're going back to Jamaica for vacation, but you hadn't been back in a long time, you don't really know Jamaica like that, because Jamaica has been developing rapidly, especially over the past decade. So when you said, boy, SouFLo 15 years and 20 years now, I'm gonna go back. And then we had people who were saying, I haven't been back to Jamaica in 35 and 40 years, but I'm retiring there. You know, we started making videos like, I hope you're not going back to the same community you came from and you've been out of touch with everybody there, and you just think you're just gonna go pitch up one big house in a sub community when nobody knows you or remembers you or etc. So we were given guidelines. Along that time, a British man, a British man went to Jamaica, built his dream house. It was a beautiful house too. Built his dream house, and then he got killed in his dream house in Jamaica. And it was around that time that a couple of other returning residents lost their lives. You know, some of them were into things, like, for instance, the woman from the UK who was the hairdresser who was playing both sides of the fence, right? She had an old white man that she was with in the UK, actually her husband. And then in Jamaica, she have one young, strong back, dark skinned black man who was one of the people who was working on the house she was building. And her husband in the UK was giving her a lot of money and said, build our dream house in Jamaica. I'll make it there eventually one day. I'm not ready yet. You know, he trusted her like that, even though he had never been to Jamaica. And he never see, but she did a build the house, and the house did look nice and everything, big gate. You know, she had the big Mercedes Benz truck and everything down there. But she was having an affair. And the youth she was having the affair with, she was promising him that it was going to be him and her, and she was going to get rid of the Englishman. When the youth realized, say, no, so it did not go. He ended up taking her life. So we would make videos where we tell people, say, there are a lot of people who have retired from overseas, and they are living in Jamaica, and they are living in their dream homes, and they are living safe. And, you know, stay away from certain things so certain things won't happen to you, because Jamaica is not really the kind of place where somebody just walk down the street and them say, yo, my head mad sick, you know, or some stay, yo, Mr. Tourist for dead, or Mr. Returning Residents, them for dead. It's usually somebody who you've been interacting with. Remember the family from Canada, the couple from Canada who they ran out of their house, like run out of them house, on fire, house a burned down. They were torturing the couple in there, set the man crutches on fire, everything. You know, the sad details of. And it was somebody who had been working with them for quite some time. You know, so you get yourself in a these situation. Anyway, this brother right here was the one from the UK who was he had done well for himself in the UK, and decided that after all these years he wanted to come back to his beautiful island of Jamaica, because this is the way how we envision life, that one day we will be back home in that house on the hill, and you know, we will be eating organic fruits and vegetables and watching beautiful sunrise and hear the cock a crow in the morning and these kind of things, you know, swaying in the breeze. and going up in age and aging gracefully. And it never happened like that for him. Never happened like that for him. Well, there's an update to his story. And it says a UK family of Jamaican man who was murdered in his dream retirement home. They now welcome a guilty verdict because they caught who did it. Waves of satisfactory relief washed over Steve Walker last Thursday as a jury returned a unanimous guilty verdict in the trial of two men who in 2018 viciously murdered his brother Delroy Walker in the Tower Isles St. Mary dream home where he had planned to retire after decades of working in the United Kingdom. If you never go to Tower Isles before, around the Schwartz Theme House did that, then if you go there, you could see what I'm talking about. Most of the house them there bother some water, but the houses there are nice, just plain nice. For me personally, he said it was a relief, but a satisfactory relief because what they did to my brother was totally unnecessary. It was mindless and it was just pure hate. My brother was in Jamaica, but he wasn't old and he wasn't ill and he didn't have an accident. These two men went onto his property, went into his house with an intention to kill my brother, which they did. For the close-knit family, the verdict for their brother, who was the firstborn son, was even more of a bittersweet gift. It was handed down on the birthday of their mother, who is in her mid-90s. So she lost her first son this way, and the verdict of guilty came on her on her birthday, and she's in her mid-90s. The family, in expressing gratitude to everyone who played a role in securing the conviction of these two dangerous and remorseless criminals, they said that the outcome was a odd tribute to their brother's enduring love affair with his island, Jamaica. For Delroy, you see, somehow we romanticize Jamaica. These are the stories that were happening, and these are the things that we still tell you. Like the Jamaica where you know that you remember in the communities that you remember is probably not like that anymore if you haven't been back in a long time. You know what I mean? Unfortunately for this brother, he was one of them that romanticized Jamaica like many of us do in our minds. Can't wait to get back to this beautiful island and this, that, and the other. And yes, the island is beautiful, but you might have to move around, my friend. You might have to move around. Who are your age group gone long time? The elders them would have cared for you, because them could have said, yo, you know, say it's Miss Mavis. It's Miss Mavis little junior that junior. Come here now, long time. When I see you in a junior, we know you're from your yard there, your knee boy. Them people that dead and gone long time, especially if you reach up in a certain age. If you're in your 50s or 60s and you left from when you are picking yourself, then your community full of strangers, right? The people them would have look out for you and say, no man, me know that boy that from my little picnic, you know. Them not around no more. So it don't make no sense you go back in these places, you know. Now, if you want to go back in these places, you want to make sure that you are doing it on a regular basis for years, leading up to the point where you decide, say, all right, this move this time, this is my permanent move, so may I move come back a yard. And this is how we try to guide people and tell them, you know, there were situations happening in Jamaica where police officers were forming groups, gangs, and their groups and gangs only targeted returning residents, only. So for Delroy, they said the phrase of living a dream, it truly came to life when he was 62 years old. After decades of hard work in the UK, he fulfilled his lifelong held dream of purchasing a retirement home in the land of his birth. But just 1 year later, that dream was shattered. He didn't get to live in his dream house for more than 1 year. Our family is overjoyed that justice has finally been served. Delroy Walker deeply loved his birthplace, Jamaica. Throughout his life, Delroy regularly returned, drawn back by the sunshine and the sea and the vibrant culture and a chance to reconnect with beloved family members and friends. Although Delroy made a life of it for himself in the UK, he always said that he may have left Jamaica, but Jamaica never left him. Some of the people them where you left, my friend, they don't want to see you again neither. So the family, in the meantime, the family is reflecting on the wait to get justice for their loved one, chaffed at the process, which they said was marred by repeated delays. That's how the justice system works in Jamaica. The high point of which was December 2022, when a dozen family members from the United Kingdom and the United States and Jamaica left the St. Mary Circuit Court dejected after being told that the trial could not proceed because the defendants were without legal representation. So he had people who flew into the country from the UK and from the US and from Jamaica itself. They never fly in, but they attended where the trial was supposed to start, only to be told, well, the two man them don't have no representation. They don't have no lawyers representing them. So this trial is at a standstill. So between December of 2022 and March of 2024, he said there were several preliminary hearings and adjournments. And in March of 2024, the case was rescheduled. But once again, it was delayed due to the defendants, again, not having legal representation. Finally, in July of 2024, the trial began. And it has been long, and it has been stressful, and it has been emotional, the family member said. Delroy was murdered April of 2018 and just get justice in 2025. He was murdered in 2018, and the two defendants who were charged, they were charged in May of 2018. Yet it has taken until April of 2025, 7 years later, because before justice was achieved. Delroy also always serve the defendants. Delays jeopardize the integrity of cases, and it increases the risk that justice might never be served. Witnesses may become unavailable. They might relocate overseas, as occurred in this particular case, or they may no longer be traceable, again, as occurred in this particular case. Memories may fade. Critical details may be lost with time. Do victims and their family deserve to endure years of uncertainty while cases are being stalled time and time again? Is this the kind of judicial system that Jamaica deserves? We think not, the family members said. Now, with that hurdle behind them, their eyes are trained on July 25th of this year, 2025. That is the sentencing date, hoping that a sentence that is handed down will be a sentence that is fitting for the crime that was committed. Because you know, in Jamaica, they give some light sentence sometimes to some man who committed some gruesome crimes. We ask that the maximum sentence be imposed, not only as a measure of justice, but as a message that such mindless acts of violence will not be tolerated. No sentence, however long, can bring back Delroy. However, we hope that the court will fully recognize the enormity of this loss. The pain that was inflicted was not just upon our family, but upon every person who loved and was touched by Delroy. the family said in a statement that was shared ahead of the interview. They did an interview with the Jamaica Observer, by the way. In the meantime, the family said though their faith was shaken in Jamaica, they cannot betray their brother's love for the island. We always know that Jamaica was a beautiful place. Jamaica is an island paradise, but with its problems. The year my brother's life was taken, we had 7 other British returnees' lives taken. Changes need to be done. I hope that some of the work we have done since our brother's life was taken will help change that narrative. The majority of Jamaican people want what's right. That means a state that's law abiding, that can flourish. But when you have individuals who feel that they can take advantage of those who go overseas and return and think that they are a passport for money, that needs to change. That has to change, says Steve. Steve is Delroy's youngest brother. In the meantime, he said that the single most terrifying factor from the senseless tragedy remains the one thing that the 2 convicted men were unable to wrest from Walker, even as he took his last breath. I loved my brother. His passion, his heart was Jamaica. The one thing, despite us losing him in such a really tragic way, and the shock when the news first came to us, I could have a little smile, a tempered smile, because at least he achieved a dream. The place that he had been talking about for so long, and not many people can actually do that or say that. This is what I want, and I actually achieved it. At least he had that dream, and he achieved that dream. He wanted a nice house built on the island to retire. And I'm telling y'all, as the audience right now, if y'all see the house, it was a beautiful house. I'll go dig up my old video and I will show it to you on our next live if you don't find it anywhere else by then. It's one of them houses there where you can say, yeah, whoever live in other house that they have arrived, right? Right. And he worked hard and years he talked about going back to Jamaica. There was a part to his story where a lot of people actually were discouraging him because there were other people who were returning to the island and were getting killed around the same time. And Delroy actually said he's not paying attention to any of that. Him good in a Jamaica man. And then he ended up being another one of those. The prosecution case hinged on oral statements by the 2 men, Dwayne Barton and Davian Edwards, when they were brought in by the police during the investigation into the crime, and also DNA evidence that was found at the scene that matches both of them. The evidence, led by Crown, showed that both men were present at Walker's home at the time of the murder, and according to prosecutors, the evidence showed that Barton was engaged in a physical fight with Walker and possibly inflicted the fatal wound to his chest. He was stabbed to death. According to the prosecution, while the wound to his chest was the stab that actually killed Walker, he had 19 other wounds which were not fatal to his face, to his head, to his fingers, to his hands, to his knees. They did him bad. According to the evidence, Edwards participated in the killing as well. Both men gave unsworn statements during the trial, with Barton denying that he made an oral statement to the police, and Edwards admitting that what the police said about what transpired was actually the truth. So one of them at trial tried to walk the story back, saying, "Me no remember telling you that," and the other one said, "Yes, that happened." The jury, after deliberating for just over an hour and a half, returned unanimously guilty verdict in the matter, which was presided over by Chief Justice Brian Sykes. Chief Justice Brian Sykes. The case was prosecuted by Deputy Director of Public Prosecution, Acting Leinster Lewis Mead, and Crown Counsel Ashley Innes, and Barton was presented by attorney Carl McDonald, while Edwards was represented by attorney Everall Webster. And that is the end of the case. So they found a guilty verdict, and come July, there will be sentencing, and that's July 25th. I'll keep you up to date with what happens on July 25th, what type of sentencing is handed down to these nasty, sick, dirty thinking. Yo, me can't stand some people. Listen, man, you see people who think that your stuff is theirs. I hate them kind of people there. I'm not to use the word hate too much, but I hate those kind of people. People who are like leeches, who think that what's yours must be theirs. And if them can't get it by you giving it to them, they're going to take it and take your life in the process too, right? I remember a story surrounding this story where they were trying to shape it a different way. And I remember one person put out, you know, them come from England with them whole heap of money and them feel like them can use people. So the two youth them work on him house, build up him nice house, and then him don't want pay them. Him want pay them when him want pay them, not the amount they agreed on, which is a lie. It wasn't that how the story went. So that narrative ran in Jamaica for a while. And so a lot of people weren't even sympathetic with the fact that the man had lost his life, because they were like, yo, you come down and come use people, and I'm going like say you're not supposed to pay people, you're supposed to pay them. The man them fed up. And the day when they killed him, they actually told him they were coming for the rest of their money, and an argument happened and them fight over money and him end up dead, which is a lie. That guy had worked in charity in the UK. He was a master at actually organizing charities and getting charities to raise a whole bunch of money in the UK, right? And based on the skill set that he had, he always said that he wanted to go to Jamaica, and when he retired there, not only build his dream home, but he also wanted to build a apprenticeship center where he could teach trades along the lines of the trades that he himself knows. And he was known as a person also who used to just ship down things and give away things. You see, that can work to your detriment, you know. That can work to your detriment. Because you with your good heart self, yeah, some of y'all need to listen. Because I know you think you're doing good. And you are doing good. You with your good heart self, you go Jamaica, right? You go through the community and say, you know, so one day, yes, I'm going to live on everything. And you see a family or two that's not doing too good. You endear yourself to them. And who live here? So the house here now. When we did little, me used to live here, you know, this used to be Miss Lee house, a Mass Bye house. And who live here now? And you get to find out so the people that will live there are people that are around your age group, and for them picnic them, you see, but they're not doing too good, right? The house look like it a drop down and all kind of something. Because everybody up and up in their life. You decide, say, you know what, the next time I go up, I'm going to send down barrel with shoes and clothes and this and give them my money and make sure so them all right and all these things. It sounds good, in theory. Go back and take care of your people them and be of as much help as you can. But here what? You see, while you're doing that, somebody has said, Ross, a whole heap of money you have, you know? Yeah, man, them man, they just fly down from foreign, man. Go check right now. Just ask Google right now. Say, Google, how much is one British pound down in Jamaica? And Google tell them, say, a whole heap of money. And they say, the money, how much we send on all one barrel? Brother, the barrel them full of all kind of sitting, you know? And the money, I give it this and I give it that. Remember, you know, out of the goodness of your heart, you know? And sometimes you even giving away, sometimes you're digging into what your comfort would be. Like if you keep all your stuff to yourself, you would be super comfortable. But you're like, you know what? Them are the worst on me. I can fly out again. You know, and my opportunities are still there to make more. So me I give them this. Them start pre you a different way, my friend. A different way. That's what happened to Delroy in his case. He was one of the good Samaritan them who was walking around helping too many people and giving too many people too many things. And they started looking at him like a weak fence, a pushover, and somebody that they should take things from. That's what happened to him. You know, I remember even before, I would say from before I left Jamaica until the first couple of years after I had left and returned and returned and returned and returned. As a kid coming up, the whole community used to know when somebody's family member was coming. Because them used to walk and tell you, my mother come from foreign tomorrow, you know. Yeah, and a collector will pick her up from the airport. You know, and everybody used to go on like a them family member coming up. And when people barrel come, they used to open the barrel and they used to have like big bag of rice and the big bag them are 40-pound bag of rice and them something there, them bust the bag rice, the rice bag them pan them veranda. And they say, Mikey, give me about 4 scandal bag there. And then put like 2 pound of rice in a one bag, 2 pound of rice in a bag, tie it off. Then put like 4 tin of mackerel, 4 tin of sardine, 4 tin of bully beef, something, some washing soap, some this, some that, tie up a parcel. Carry this, go give me Smith down there, so. Do a next one. Carry this, go give Miss Joan up there, so. Do a next one. Carry this, go give Mass Marky over there, so. And the community them used to live nice. Not no more. When me telling us, boy, we had a time gone by. It made me feel so hurt sometimes. We had a time gone by in Jamaica where I don't think Jamaica will ever be like that again. When we fly down and we reach Friday afternoon, Friday night we sit down out the road, same way, right through the night. Dew come, stars come out, it dark out the door. We're never afraid of a thing. And everybody is there to protect you. And everybody has stopped by. Lord, you know, a long time I don't see you, know. What happened? Yeah, man, so how up, so? Boy, you look brown now, though, boy. You look like foreign green with your man. You put on all weight, all your face look fat. And them talk to you, and, you know, and you're glad for the back in your place, you know. Now you have to hide when you are coming. You have to hide when you're leaving. You have to hide what you have and what you have bust your ass and earned. You have to go on like say you are less than and you have less than. All this is a protective mechanism just so somebody not can kill you. Sad. You look rich. Not true, Audrey? Why you look rich, foreign agree with you. All your face get round. But they never used to come rob you. They never used to look on you and say, the boy come from foreign, you know. You see him face look rich, look round. You have money now, you know. Can we go rob them and kill them? They never used to do that. They never used to do that. Matter of fact, I don't even think they used to even beg you nothing. On both ends, cause we used to just share out what we have when time we reach, and them nobody never really used to beg you nothing, you know, that kind of way. Now, why I mean, I don't know. Things have changed. Things have changed. The message in this one, you see, what is it? I wanted to end this live at 11 o'clock, and it is 11. The message in this one is this. For the people them from the Caribbean, I can speak for Jamaica specifically. The Jamaica that you know, especially, I'll put it to you like this. If you've been away from Jamaica for more than 5 years, I would say move with extra caution. Especially if you're somebody who is like, me, I go back in my place. You might not have no place. You might not have no place. Especially if you weren't in touch with your people the whole time you did gone. Because somehow you do that. I don't know why you do it. Like just cut off all connection with everybody where you don't know nobody on the island. And then suddenly now you are a years pass. It's not suddenly. And you've been romanticizing all these years and you want to go back now. Move with extra caution. Move with extra caution. Don't go down there looking like Robin Hood. Don't go down there looking like you rob foreign and come to give gifts to everybody. When you go out, stop the attitude about you want to buy drinks for everybody and buy out the bar. Some of them don't have no sense to walk with US dollars and British pounds and to pull it out every chance and get. May I use my lotto ticket them for your example. See you there? How much it costs again? All right, well here man, hey. And take this for yourself too. And you know, there are etiquettes to this. There are etiquettes to this that will keep you safe. Yeah. When we say these things, we don't just say these things out of nowhere and thin air. I'll reiterate before I hang up here today and leave everybody and we leave each other. Stay in touch with your people. Stay in touch with your people there. Make sure you keep a line of communication open. So you're not seen as one of them who gone far enough and forget about everybody else. It starts right there. Whenever you can send a little thing, send a little thing. Always please remember that the little thing where you are send is big to somebody else. All right? So don't wait for it be one big thing because you might never get to the big thing and then you end up never send nothing. And then them will look upon you a certain kind of way. Try to be close to your people as close as you can. Communicate with them. That kind of something there. Visit as often as you can. And you know, a lot of the time we sit down here and we say, why the ticket them expensive? Me or somebody say, I haven't been to Jamaica in like 15 years so far, but the ticket them so expensive though. What? 15 years? You live in Florida, ticket expensive? What kind of ticket could have been so expensive? Because I must something else stop you from go for 15 years. Look at it like you're treating yourself. Look at it like you're reconnecting with your people. Make it a point of duty to go, touch the ground, see the people them, vibe with them, sit down in the place with some food that cook out a door. And you know, chicken a run around in the yard and them kind of something there. You can kick off your shoes and walk barefoot and them kind of thing there. Pick two fruit and eat off of the tree them and them something there. Normalize yourself to them. Psychologically, that's what I'm trying to tell you to do. Normalize yourself to them. Because if you don't do it, you're going to go down, they're going to act like tourists. And they're going to treat you like a tourist. Oh, I can't go anywhere outside without my shoes. Where are my shoes? Oh, God, you're picking those off the tree just like that? Then you have to wash them before you can eat them. And no matter. No matter. You will forget your etiquettes. And when you forget your etiquettes and you forget your people, you become disconnected. And when you become disconnected, you're going to get treated like you were disconnected. Not only by your family, you know, but also the people them who really don't know you in the area, which is going to make it hard for you to return. All right? Right. LOLDSMN, 5 years savagery. That is a bad nature, Beast Boy says. That's why I told my husband I chose Ghana over Jamaica. Don't come for me. Yes, Mr. Bram Bram. Dash stone back at them. Foxy G TV says she tell her husband she choose Ghana. And you know what, Foxy G? I won't even argue with that. Because I cannot argue with somebody who is choosing self-preservation over everything. Because if you're not living to see it, and who wants to be getting older and be having to duck and hide and run and, you know, be feeling like I'm in danger and all this other stuff. You know, in a Jamaica, look away, you know, you still have to grill up your house and all that. If you don't have no grill by your house, you're afraid, you're afraid. Even when you are telling yourself, say, Jamaica, nice, you know, I bet say that rotted house you're in a grill up though. I bet say grill up, and I bet say you check the grill to see if you grill them lock up though. Me no business which part of Jamaica you're there. I bet say grill up. And if you not grill up, you have a security system. Or both. And couple dog in the yard. Kind of something like that. So are we really, really that like in love with it? And we feel safe? I don't say we really feel safe. But that's how we neighbors string cut, you know? And that's how so much that is us is from there. So it's like we're connected to it and can't leave it like that kind of thing. And that I go on with we. Because when they're Jamaica, me there behind the grill. We feel like they're prison, you know. Sit down on veranda and the veranda well grill up and see me back I grill them. I look outside, even when I don't have to do it. I remember getting a house in Jamaica, and it was a smart house, and it had no bars. So when we reached outside and we were getting checked in, we had rented this house from an engineer. When we reached outside and the house, we were getting checked into the house. The first thing I said to wife is, I said, me not think the house is safe, you know. She said, why? I said, look on the window and the door, them and stuff, you know, see, they don't have no grill. I think she said the grill is on the inside or something like maybe grill up on the inside, because at all time they used to grill outside. But once the people them realize how to cut off your grill and all that, some people are tie something to the grill and tie it to the back of one vehicle and drag off your whole grill, gone in your house. So them start put the grill on the inside. That means you'll have to mash out window and everything to get the grill. And then it's harder to move the grill from the inside. So I said, maybe the grilling up on the inside. So when we reach inside now, it was a 2-story house we got. When we reach inside, right, there was a window there, a oval shaped looking window that was from the ground floor up to the ceiling of the second floor. One big custom glass window that shows both top and bottom level of the house. Me ask the man where I let we in now. I say, yo, the house here safe? And he was laughing and he was like, yes, man, you don't have nothing to worry about. Me said, me don't have nothing to worry about. The whole of the front of the house is glass, bro. Where is the grill? He said, oh, you don't have to worry about that, man. This was in Portmore. He said, you don't have to worry about, man. It's safe around here. Nothing ever happens the whole time. Me para, you know. Me I said, this man I tell me about safe around here. Nothing ever happens. It looked like the people outside can see me in here. I didn't know it was a one-way mirror, one-way glass mirror thing. We can see out, but them can't see in, you know. So sometimes you forget that Jamaica is so advanced too. And then there were like so many different features. It was a smart house, like how you have a smartphone or a smartwatch. You talk to the bed adjusts and music start play where you like and all kind of something. Yeah, but me never know that Jamaica did up to par like that. And that wasn't long ago either. I think we have, not think, I know. That vlog is on the channel here with the house and everything. But the whole time I'm there, because I wasn't used to the smart stuff, I'm not a techie, I look for the grill. I said, boy, if the picnic them drop a spoon in the house, I'm like, what that? What a sound there. It sounds like somebody are broke in from downstairs, right? No, it's not. Kai just dropped the spoon. You know, we just power because it didn't have a grill. It never have a grill. My neighbor string cut and bury under the breadfruit tree down a bottom yard. Says Kata Giant Emperor, real Jamaican gal. Not true? In the US, that what? Could be a beast boy, what you type say? Sharon Ingram, we're gonna leave it like this. Grill up even in a gated community, the Buffalo Soldiers, cause all in there, the frigate go on now. The fear is there, but we love Jamaica. That's right, that's how we're gonna leave it. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. Look out for any other content that is uploaded to the channel today. And we will meet again sometime soon. Like my grandmother, Miss Ruby, says, if you can't be good, be careful, but it's best to be good. And my grandfather, Mas Clevey, our husband, said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare me life. All right? Walk good, keep God in everything, be good, smile, laugh. Life is short. You don't know when. And be thankful. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.